by a keeper.
He always fed her with peeled bananas.
Pangpa isn't alone. Mara at Brazil's global sanctuary not only is able to peel a banana, she hands the leftover peel back. When Pangpa is eating with a group, she reverts to hoovering up bananas whole so other elephants don't beat her to them. Yet she tends to peel the very last one.
I'm Chiquita Banana and I've come to say
Pangpa agrees with Chiquita.
when they're flecked with brown and have a golden hue, bananas taste the best and are the best for you.
Ginny Mose, CNN,
See.
New York.
I'm with the elephant. I don't like my bananas too overripe.
No, I like them a little underripe, if at worst. But
Yeah.
ripe banana. But I never thought a story about elephants eating bananas would be interesting.
So fascinating.
I like the polite elephant who handed back the,
Yeah.
the peel.
Here you go.
Because the other one was just like, get out of here. But anyways, very cool. I love it. All right, let's take a look outside. We're starting to see some sunshine this morning. And folks, a very nice Thursday is ahead. I'll get you ready for that and a sneak peek at your weekend coming up.
Plus, it's a story that many people throughout the Tri-Cities area and beyond are talking about. What a local school district is saying about this assembly activity at a middle school and why the whipped cream licking game is under investigation. Plus, multiple law enforcement agencies work together to bring a stressful situation in a Pasco neighborhood to a peaceful ending. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday, friends. Welcome to Thursday, Jill.
Yes, thank you. We're here.
We like to call this show a train. We're
chugging along.
We're chugging along. We're right at 6 o'clock, almost to 6:01 on this Thursday morning. And a nice day is ahead. Pretty similar to what we saw yesterday. Could see just a hint of a shower or two, just like we saw last night. But other than that, beautiful. Let's take a look outside again at our Skycam at Legends Casino, and it is going to be a beautiful morning. Again, maybe a little bit of haze, maybe a little bit of cloud coverage, but still very nice conditions are on the way. On our radar, almost nothing. We are looking beautiful, just a little bit of cloud coverage out there, and we're going to be looking at that, maybe a little bit more clouds by the time we get to our late afternoon, early evening. And folks, we're going to be seeing highs mid-50s for the Yakima region. Again, a lovely day, just slightly warmer than we saw yesterday. Also winds slightly up from yesterday, right around 10 or so mile per hour. So a little bit of breezy conditions at times. Upper 50s, maybe to 60 for the Tri-Cities. And a little warmer for Walla Walla, up to the mid-50s today. So folks, maybe a little shower or two, but we're looking pretty darn nice with a shower or two as we head into our weekend. I'll get you ready for that in my full forecast. It's coming up later in the show. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Some are calling it disgusting. Others say it was just for fun and laughter. A video taken during an assembly at Desert Hills Middle School in Kennewick has launched a district investigation. Cap KVUE's Madeline Hagan reports in a letter, the superintendent calls the video highly concerning.
The video shared to Facebook has gained hundreds of comments and thousands of views. A game during a school assembly shows staff and students on either sides of a plastic surface licking off whipped cream. Some commenters calling it, quote, sick and perverted or shocking and disgusting. One person saying the school needs to fire anyone who was involved. Others said the game was just for jokes and laughter. Another commenter saying people are just looking for reasons to get mad at schools and teachers. In the video, you can hear students' reactions to the game.
I'm gonna throw up. That is so gross. That looks so weird. It actually looks like I think this was a good idea.
A letter sent to Desert Hills Middle School parents says the assembly took place before spring break. Superintendent Dr. Tracy Pierce writing, quote, it does not reflect the high standards we hold for staff members. She went on to say the video's content is highly concerning and they will take action to address the situation. A student who wished to remain anonymous told Cap KVUE a week prior to this assembly, students were told to put their name in a bucket to be chosen for an unknown activity. If not enough students entered, ASB students were told they would have to participate in the game.
That was Madeline Hagan reporting. And again, we know the district is investigating the situation and will take action, but they haven't yet said what will happen, if anything, to the staff involved. A big police presence Wednesday afternoon in a Pasco neighborhood near Opal and 9th Avenue, just off of Court Street. The U.S. Marshals were serving warrants when a man who was wanted for failing to appear in court for a felony assault charge refused to leave his house. Captain Paramore with the Pasco Police Department says in this situation, they called in on-duty SWAT members to bolster police presence.
We're trying to implement and continue to use the time, distance, and shielding principles that we're being told to use. If people want to know why are there so many police officers are out here, it's because that's what's being required of us now, and it actually makes things safe.
Officials say this situation ended peacefully when the man surrendered to police. He'll be booked into the Benton County Jail. Captain Paramore says the standoff itself didn't last longer than an hour, and no one was injured during this situation. New this morning, it's International Plant Appreciation Day, and local plant lovers could be adding to their collections soon. Pasco and Chiawana High Schools are holding their annual FFA plant sales to raise money for student-led learning and FFA leadership activities. Pasco will have potted flowers, herbs, vegetables, and flower baskets at their sale, which runs April 26th through the 29th. And Chiawana will have hanging baskets, annuals, perennials, succulents, veggies, herbs, and geraniums. Their sale is happening May 5th and 6th. Yakima Valley Libraries wants to hear from you about what they can do to help. They've launched a survey asking residents 18 and over how important they think things like cultural diversity, educational opportunities, career programs, social connections, and access to resources are. The survey will be available for at least 8 weeks in both English and Spanish, in person at each of the 16 library locations. It's also online at yvl.org. Everyone who completes the survey can enter into a drawing for an iPad. In your business headlines this morning, low-wage workers are now making more than ever. Their hourly wages grew 9% between 2019 and 2022. But still, these workers are struggling. Many workers say despite their higher salaries, the cost of living has skyrocketed, which cancels out the fact they're making more money. Many industry workers making between $14 and $16 an hour across the nation begging employers to make at least $20 an hour. Many say the raises they see yearly are still between 30 and 65 cents. NPR will no longer be active on Twitter. The radio group says it's the first major news organization to go silent on the social media platform. Last week, Twitter labeled the radio broadcaster as state-affiliated media. That's usually placed on foreign propaganda outlets such as those from Russia or China. Over the weekend, Twitter revised NPR's label to government-funded media. NPR is a nonprofit media organization publicly funded by listeners. NPR says Twitter's label undermines its credibility. The price of stamps is likely going up this summer. The U.S. Postal Service told regulators on Monday it plans to increase the price of first-class stamps from 63 to 66 cents. If approved, the change would take place in July. The Postal Service says the increase is necessary to offset rising operating expenses. The agency expects to lose $4.5 billion this year. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, a very nice Thursday morning, but it is chilly. Dress for the temperatures this morning. But folks, we have a nice Thursday ahead to talk about. I'll have a sneak peek at your weekend as well. And your first alert weather forecast, it's coming right up.
Plus, former President Trump has arrived back in New York. We'll tell you why he's already at the courthouse. We'll be right back.
We all know how effective and powerful the use of video can be. If you get in an accident, take pictures and use video. Call us if you're injured.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
This morning on GMA, the one and only Denzel Washington, plus an exclusive Celine Dion announcement. What will it be? And the amazing deals and steals you've been waiting for, all $20 and under.
So good. So good.
This morning only on ABC's Good Morning America.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, 1 sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Did you know the most common mosquito in our area can travel 5 to 8 miles? Here at Benton County Mosquito Control, our objective is to provide effective mosquito control for your home, neighborhood, and community. Our friendly mosquito control technicians use mosquito population monitoring, educational programming, and a variety of field techniques to reduce mosquitoes in your area. Reduce areas of standing water around your home to help control mosquitoes. For more help, give us a call or visit us online at www.mosquitocontrol.org. Benton County Mosquito Control, where your comfort and health become a priority.
Watch tonight at 9 on ABC and Camp K-View, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years.
We all know how effective and powerful the use of video can be. If you get in an accident, take pictures and use video. Call us if you're injured.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Camp K-View First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
Welcome back. In your national headlines this morning, former President Trump has arrived in Manhattan for his deposition today. The deposition is for the $250 million business fraud lawsuit against him and his company by New York's Attorney General. The AG is suing the Trump Organization for alleged wrongdoing and misleading banks and other financial institutions about the value of his golf courses and hotels. The Attorney General for the U.S. Virgin Islands is accusing one of the biggest banks in the world of knowing about the sex abuse allegations against Jeffrey Epstein. The filing accuses bank officials of being aware of the sex abuse and trafficking claims against Epstein several years before the bank cut ties with their then client. The Attorney General is accusing J.P. Morgan of obstructing federal law enforcement and prosecuting agencies that pursued Epstein. A dangerous situation in South Florida after about a foot of rain fell on Wednesday, and that's after several days of nonstop rain. Roads in Fort Lauderdale look more like lakes. The Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport had to close because the surrounding roads were flooded. The National Weather Service issued a flash flood emergency through last night, warning people to get to higher ground. Coming up, the latest on the investigation into more than 24 Eastern Washington schools targeted in swatting calls yesterday. And Jason Valentine will return with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12-month 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Now get Cap KVU First Alert Weather to go with our mobile app.
Be prepared. Scan this code now and get Cap KVU local news, including First Alert Weather on your mobile phone or tablet. First Alert Weather from Cap KVU local news, helping keep you and your family safe.
Our exclusive with bride-to-be Vanessa Hudgens.
Are you in the thick of wedding planning right now?
It's a lot more than I expected it to be.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVU.
From Lumber Mill to Waterfront Park, fly the Northwest Tuesday. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Looking at our Columbia Point sky cam, just a beautiful morning. Maybe a little bit of haze today and some partly cloudy skies, but we're going to see some sunshine as well. Another chilly morning, just a little less chilly than yesterday morning. Quick shower possible just like yesterday in our late afternoon, early evening hours. And we do have a warmer weekend, though it's not exactly as warm as we were thinking just yesterday. So Skywatch Radar, we are free and clear throughout our areas. And folks, good traveling weather today as well. And looks like good traveling weather for your weekend. Again, scattered showers possible, but still looking very nice for your traveling. So as we look at our futurecast, a little bit of cloud coverage coming in and out. As we get to our late afternoon, early evening, we could see a little bit of shower activity coming through the Mid-Columbia and a little bit in our overnight period for the Blue Mountain region. Other than that, looking very nice. Friday is going to be gorgeous, but as we head into Saturday morning, maybe a little bit of shower activity coming in the morning and then fanning out, but quickly leaving as well. So if we do see those showers, they'll be very quick. So just get ready for a pretty nice weekend ahead with maybe just a scattered shower or two. Current temperatures, Yakima, you've warmed up 37 for Yakima. We're at or just above the freezing point. Our cool spot right now is Prosser. So folks, bundle up as you're heading out the door. Dress for the conditions. And we're going to slowly warm up as we head to our weekend. Now our weekend is going to be our average. The average for the Tri-Cities for this time of year is 66. So we'll be right at it for the Tri-Cities. So expect lower 60s, mid to upper 50s for your weekend for all of our cities. So a little warmer, but still, folks, we are just lagging behind that average. And again, we're going to do that as we get into our next work week. So folks, wind speeds, they're right around the 10 mile per hour mark, a little heavier in Ellensburg this morning. So this is about the winds we are going to see today, a little bit more wind action. It is going to be slowing down into our weekend and then a little bit of wind as we head into our next work week, right around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but no real wind events look to be on the horizon. So our countdown, tax day, folks, next Tuesday. Don't forget that as we look at the NFL draft. It is 2 weeks from tonight, right here on Cap KVU ABC and all that weekend as well. And then as we head into Mother's Day, we are just a month away. Never forget Mom. As we look at our current our highs today, mid to upper 50s for the Yakima Valley, 52 for Ellensburg, a little warmer there. Upper 50s for most of the Mid-Columbia and a little warmer in the Blue Mountain region in those mid 50s. So folks, our 7-day forecast, we slowly warm up to that weekend, lower 60s for Yakima. Again, a little bit of shower activity here and there. And as we head into our next work week, back to those mid 50s. Overnight lows in the 30s, a couple of occasions just below that freezing mark. In the Tri-Cities area, up to the mid 60s for your weekend. And again, folks, more sunshine than not for the next 7 days. So we don't see any real wind events on the horizon. We don't see any rain events as well, though a little bit could be coming in. But it looks like some nice traveling conditions for your weekend if you are heading out of the Tri-Cities, Yakima, or wherever you live. But a nice Thursday, folks, is ahead. Just keep an eye out for a shower or two in the late afternoon, early evening.
More than 30 school districts across the state were targets of fake bomb threats, also known as swatting, on Wednesday. Some schools canceled classes the rest of the day as a safety precaution after getting emails claiming that bombs were hidden at the school. The Davenport School District, west of Spokane, called out bomb-sniffing dogs from Fairchild Air Force Base. The district superintendent says it's the first time they've been targeted in this kind of a hoax.
Again, we don't get these very often. I've been in this district for 11 years, and this is the first time that I can recall something like this happening. and I think that there's always a chance to learn from it, and I would rather be overcautious and err on that side of it than be wrong.
Investigators aren't sure yet where the threats came from. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and we're seeing a number of events around the community to make sure people know about the problem and the resources available. On Wednesday, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Walla Walla District hosted an employee awareness walk around the district headquarters building. The goal of the march is to show commitment to the U.S. Army's Sexual Harassment and Prevention Program.
And it also encourages participation amongst our employees to say that they are not tolerant of sexual assault and harassment in the workplace, and that they are aware of the issues that do go on, and if they do go on, that they are not tolerant of it.
To report sexual harassment or assault, you can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline to be connected with a trained sexual assault service provider. That number is on your screen, 1-800-656-4673. Umatilla County has nearly $270,000 available in mini grants to help with tobacco prevention. The funding comes from Ballot Measure 108 funds that must be spent by the end of June. The grants are open to nonprofits, academic institutions, or healthcare facilities for nicotine or tobacco prevention projects that benefit at least one high-risk population. Individual grants are up to $5,000 each. Applications are due by 5 p.m. on April 28th, and recipients will be selected by May 1st. Pasco City leaders want to give some shade to those who need it during the hot season that are coming quick. You'll see 10 new trees at Pasco's Kurtzman Park. The Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties planted the 10 trees as part of an Arbor Day celebration on Wednesday.
Address things like creating policies to create greener environments, working with cities, working to change policy that are more green friendly, and trying to reduce issues that are affecting our climate.
And if you missed the State Arbor Day celebration yesterday, there's still time to get involved. The entire month of April is Earth Month. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, what a group of Walla Walla volunteers are doing to help provide healthy food for senior residents. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, hey Jack, going up?
Actually, no, Justine. My famous 2 tacos are still just 99 cents when you order on the Jack app or online. Could you press 6, please? I'm going up. Get my famous 2 tacos for just 99 cents, only on the Jack app or online.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
Take advantage of all the tax credits you can, including the new Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You could get up to $1,200 back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Jay Leno.
Are you guys ready to play You Bet Your Life?
Yeehaw! You bet your life.
The wife is due?
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming by the show. You crush watermelons between my legs.
You bet your life.
Can't go wrong.
Today at 2 on Cap KView.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves! Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
I just wrote a jingle for my fish sandwich. Want to hear it? Fish, fish, fish. Look at this fish. It's wild-caught pollock from Alaska. Good thing I don't need jingles to sell my food. My fish sandwich is back for a limited time.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Folks, we are looking at a beautiful shot this morning on our Columbia Point Skycam. And folks, we have a beautiful Thursday to talk about. I'll also get into your weekend in my full forecast that's coming up later in the show.
Warmer weather means it's time for people to start thinking about gardening. And the Washington State Department of Agriculture is treating properties in Grandview, Sunnyside, and Mampton for Japanese beetles over the next 2 weeks. These invasive pests wreak havoc on crops and lawns and gardens. And a handful of the beetles first showed up in our region in 2020. By 2022, there were more than 23,000. While the adult Japanese beetles don't show up until around mid-June, authorities are hoping that using pesticides to kill off the larvae before they transform will help reduce the population. They're also asking everyone to keep an eye out for the adult beetles and call WSDA if you see one.
We really, truly couldn't have done it without that. And we've already found another population of the beetles in Wapato because of somebody's community report.
You can see a map of affected areas and see if you might need to consider treating your property for Japanese beetles on our website, yaktrinews.com. Jefferson Park in Walla Walla is seeing some new fixtures supported by recent grants. Volunteers just installed new garden beds at the park right behind the Walla Walla Senior Center. They say pretty flowers are not the goal for these garden beds. They're hoping to provide healthy food and new friendships for seniors and neighbors. The Walla Walla Senior Center says there are more than 120 people who eat lunch at the center every day, and they're looking forward to growing their own food.
We have to have a nutritionist approve our menus, and we go through a lot of effort to make sure that we're providing healthy options, but having healthy options that we can grow here on site is really exciting as well.
This endeavor is being led by the Blue Zones Project in Walla Walla Valley, Walla Walla Sustainable Living Center, the Pacific Power Foundation, and more organizations. The grand opening of these 3 new garden beds at the center of Jefferson Park in Walla Walla will be in June. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a bombshell report reveals who may be behind the massive leak of U.S. government secrets and just how long this person could have been sharing the highly classified information. We have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code, which is also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download and there is no subscription fee.
Engine 19, let's go!
We're all in this together.
We're firefighters, and we do it because we love this job.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Total Energy Management has been serving the Tri-Cities area with superior HVAC service for over 38 years. Our priority is to exceed consumer and client expectations with innovative Carrier products in a brand new facility with state-of-the-art equipment. It's time to beat the cold with Carrier's Cool Cash rebate of up to $1,750. Turn to the experts at Total Energy Management and save on your next home comfort system.
Not the same old party when you reserve the action at Power Up Arcade. Signature cocktails and 18 taps of cold beer. And food from Proof Gastropub right next door. Bring your quarters and prepare for battle. Make your escape to the Power Up Arcade.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Spring into action and save on stressless seating at Meredith Furniture. Now get $400 off all classic power recliners, signature base recliners and ottomans, and cross base recliners and ottomans. And get $400 off most sofas and love seats. Imagine how much you can save building your dream sectional. Shop Meredith Furniture at First and Washington in front of Hobby Lobby.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
E.T., followed by Extra, tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Has been scrambling to get to the bottom of who has been leaking government secrets, and a new Washington Post report may reveal the answer. And people of Yakima will need to take note of changes when it comes to animal enforcement if you don't want to end up paying extra for your furry friend.
And a mild Thursday is ahead with warming temperatures towards the weekend. I'll have a sneak peek of that. My first alert weather forecast.
From Cap KView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. I'm happy it's Thursday.
As am I.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you're happy at home. We're getting close to that weekend. And really, we're not warming up. The spring has been abnormally chilly and wet so far, but we're going to be mostly dry today and a little warmer than yesterday and a pretty fine day. We have a beautiful morning right now, so hope you can get up and enjoy it. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful look at our Columbia Point sky cam. Look at that sunshine coming through. We do have a little bit of cloud coverage here and there and maybe some haze in places. Other than that, a perfect morning. We have no precipitation on our radar. Could see a little bit of shower activity as we get into our evening hours, late afternoon, early evening. But aside from that, it is going to be a sparkler of a day. So right in the mid-50s for Yakima, about a degree or two warmer than they have been all this week. In the Tri-Cities, still not as warm as it was 2 days ago, but still upper 50s, maybe a 60-degree mark. And as we get into Walla Walla, a little bit of residual showers yesterday for Walla Walla and Pendleton. You're going to be drying up today, mid-50s, but again, maybe a chance of that afternoon shower or two. But a beautiful day is ahead, and it might be even better for your Friday. All of that in my forecast. That's coming up. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. We are learning new information about the person believed to be responsible for the leak of highly classified military documents. A new Washington Post report alleges the leak came from a young man who worked on a military base. ABC's M. Wynn tells us more about this bombshell report, which says the man allegedly posted the sensitive documents to an online group of acquaintances.
This morning, a bombshell report is revealing details about the leak of what appears to be highly classified U.S. military documents. According to the Washington Post, the alleged leaker is in his 20s and worked on a military base. The Post reports he shared several documents a week beginning late last year with a group of about 24 people on Discord, an online chat room popular with gamers.
I don't think that there was a goal nor some sort of accomplishment that he was looking for in sharing these documents.
A member of the chat room says the man called America's intelligence community a sinister force that sought to suppress its citizens and keep them in the dark. The Washington Post says it spoke to a friend of the alleged leaker, agreeing not to name or show the young man, who said this about his friend.
He had disagreed with several occasions such as Waco and Ruby Ridge and thought that the government is overreaching in several aspects.
The report did not name the alleged leaker, and ABC News has not verified the report. In a statement, Discord said it's cooperating with law enforcement as the Justice Department opens a criminal investigation. Meanwhile, the Biden administration is trying to contain fallout from the leak, which included dozens of apparently classified Pentagon documents exposing top-secret intelligence. The files suggest potential problems for Ukraine, including a dire shortage of air defense missiles. The head of Ukrainian military intelligence says he spoke with his U.S. counterparts about the leak. He blames Russia for the leak, but the friend of the alleged leaker disputes that.
He is not a Russian operative. He is not a Ukrainian operative. I'll go as far to say he's not even on the east side of the world. He was a young, charismatic man who loved nature, God, who loved shooting guns and racing cars.
The Post agreeing not to name or show that friend.
U.S. officials are likely to face more questions when they travel to Germany next week, when representatives of more than 50 nations gather to coordinate weapons and aid support for Ukraine. Wednesday night, just ahead of a key deadline, state lawmakers advanced a bill cracking down on illegal street racing. Senate Bill 5606 says if you're arrested for illegal racing, your car could be impounded for 3 days. If you're convicted of a second offense, the courts could take your car away. Again, House lawmakers voted to pass that bill, which now advances to Governor Inslee's desk. State lawmakers have already passed many proposals that are now on the governor's desk. Later this morning, Governor Inslee is set to sign a number of them. Many are designed to fine-tune current state law, but a proposal that would change the rules on buying a gun in Washington state is not on the list of bills to be signed today. Governor Inslee requested several gun control bills from the legislature this session and may be waiting to see if the others get full approval before taking action. Right now, lawmakers are working on making sure that the House and the Senate both passed the same version of each bill that's been approved so far. If either side makes changes, there's more work ahead. That's exactly what happened with a proposal to change zoning restrictions statewide. House Bill 1110 would make it so that most cities have to allow duplexes and fourplexes in most neighborhoods, regardless of local zoning rules. While opponents say local governments should be allowed to make the rules for housing, advocates on both sides of the aisle say this proposal would increase housing options and give property owners more freedom. Again, that bill has one more hurdle to pass before it goes to the governor's desk, and that could happen any time between now and the end of the session, which is coming up on April 23rd. The city of Yakima has made substantial changes to the animal control section of its municipal code. Licensing fees have nearly doubled. Instead of spending $15 per year for a dog that's been spayed and neutered, it's now $25 a year. And if your dog hasn't been spayed or neutered, instead of paying $30 a year, you'll now be paying $75.
It's just been kind of long overdue, and it really does allow for kind of some more efficient processes and clarity, not only for those enforcing the code, but also for our community members.
They've also increased the threshold for barking dog complaints, now only taking complaints when the dogs have been barking for at least 15 minutes. They require calls from 2 neighbors in separate households or 1 call from someone with a recording of the dog's behavior. First Alert Weather's Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Oh, look how beautiful it is this morning. Get ready for a sparkler of a Thursday, though we are still staying pretty chilly. All of your First Alert weather forecast is coming right up.
And up next, are you stuck in a rut? What health officials are saying could be just the thing you need to jumpstart your healthy ways. And here's the clue. You should already be doing this. We'll be right back.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives. coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on Earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
What was once a lumber mill is now a waterfront park.
Beautiful. It's a chance to get out and get some exercise and enjoy.
Fly the Northwest over Atlas Mills Park.
And it's just been incredible.
Cap KVU Local News at 6, Tuesday.
This is Pierce's last day? Oh, God, I hate that. There's no margin for error.
Let's do it.
You challenge me. You inspire me. Come with me to Chicago.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
This is Pierce's last day? Oh, God, I hate that. I have a history of spiraling when people leave me.
Dr. Pierce, this is Nola. She has a giant tumor which has completely taken over her heart.
Blood pressure's soaring. There's no margin for error.
Let's do it.
You challenge me. You inspire me. Come with me to Chicago.
Weight loss. There are so many tips and tricks. Try this, not that. This is better. Don't do this. It can be enough to make you want to give up before you start. But could the one thing that starts your journey be as simple as getting more rest? Reporter M. Wynn says it could be the right place to start.
Wherever you are on your weight loss journey, getting better sleep may be the answer to helping you meet your diet and weight loss goals. For adults in a weight loss program, better sleep was linked to sticking to weight loss goals, according to a preliminary study from the American Heart Association and researchers at the University of Pittsburgh. Better sleep was linked to sticking to daily calorie intake goals during this year-long program, and people who got better sleep had higher rates of attendance in group sessions and meetings for the weight loss program they were in. The next time you feel like you're just not getting anywhere with your weight loss, consider improving your bedtime and sleep quality. With this Medical Minute, I'm Em Nguyen, ABC News.
And don't just let sleep play the key factor when it comes to your goals. Sometimes it helps to reach out to a medical professional to find the right path for you. A federal appeals court has frozen parts of a Texas judge's order that would have suspended the FDA approval of a medication abortion drug. Under the appeals court's new order, the approval of mifepristone will stay in effect and the drug will remain on the market while an expedited appeal plays out. The U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals is leaving in place parts of the ruling that halted changes the FDA made to rules around the drug. Those changes include the end of the requirement that mifepristone be picked up in person, the agency's approval of a generic version of the drug, and adjustments to label instructions for the drug's use. Coming up next, ahead on on the Morning Sprint, we take a look at some of your trending headlines this morning, including this one, and why Pearl the dog is setting a Guinness World Record. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
From Cap KVU, this is Medically Speaking.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full.
We want you to smile healthy and live happy. No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
April is National Foot and Ankle Health Awareness Month. Maintain a healthy weight. Excess pounds can cause stress fractures and foot pain. More at YakTriNews.com.
Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is accepting new patients. This is how we care.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Oh, we are having a wonderful morning outside. It is a little chilly, but it is gorgeous, and we're going to have a pretty darn nice Thursday ahead. So it is a chilly morning. We're a little warmer, though, than we were yesterday at this time. Quick showers possible, just like last night, in the late afternoon, early evening hours. But we do have a warmer weekend, just not as warm as we were expecting, even just yesterday. So taking a look at our Skywatch radar, free and clear. We are just looking beautiful. It's just going to be a beautiful day. A little bit of cloud coverage, maybe a little bit of haze as well. As we move along in our day, should be pretty fine until we see a little chance of just some quick showers coming through, and they'll move through very swiftly, and we could even see some overnight showers, maybe even a little rain snow mix for the Pendleton area or the foothills of the Blues. So keep an eye out for that. As we get to Saturday, could see a little bit of shower activity in our morning hours, first starting in Ellensburg and Yakima, then fanning out and then moving out quickly. And if you do see shower activity, really for the week ahead, it will be quick and move along very fast. So as we look at our temperatures for this morning, right at the freezing mark for the Tri-Cities and Prosser area. We've warmed up considerably in Yakima. We were in 29 just an hour ago. So a chilly morning, so make sure you dress for the conditions. And as we move along into our weekend, we are going to warm up, but not as significantly as, again, we just thought yesterday. We're going to be right around the average. Now our average for the Tri-Cities, that's 66. So all of our areas will be in the mid to upper 50s to lower 60s for your weekend. And then we're going to be cooling down as we head into our next work week. And folks, we've been stuck in this groove where we've been just below or just above the average really since late March. So we aren't seeing really any breakthrough anytime soon. For our winds, we're going to see a little more wind than we saw yesterday, a couple of double digits here and there. So just some breezy conditions at times. We're going to see those winds slow down for our weekend and then come back up 10 to 15 mile per hour winds for our weekend. But folks, we're not seeing any rain events coming or any wind events coming, so that is definitely good news. All right, our countdown next Tuesday is Tax Day. Don't forget that. 2 weeks from today, we are looking at the NFL Draft right here on Cap KVU, and we're just a month away from Mother's Day. So our highs today for this Thursday, we're going to be in the mid-50s, a touch warmer, mid to upper 50s for the Yakima Valley. Again, just a couple degrees warmer, 52 for Ellensburg. Mid-Columbia, mid to upper 50s as well. And over in the Blue Mountain region, we're right in those mid-50s. 7-day forecast for Yakima, we're going to get to those lower 60s for Saturday and Sunday. And again, more sunshine than not for the week ahead. Just the possibility of a quick shower here or there, especially this evening and then Saturday morning. Over in the Tri-Cities area, going to get to those mid-60s for your weekend, and pretty much right around the 60-degree mark for the week ahead, despite, except for Saturday and Sunday. Overnight lows just above the freezing level. So folks, get ready, get excited. It is going to be a beautiful Thursday ahead. It is going to be a little chilly and maybe 10-mile-per-hour winds at times, and that chance of a little bit of shower activity in our late afternoon. But a beautiful Thursday is on the way, and really a good traveling weekend is on the way as well. So just get ready for things to be very nice, especially this morning. Well, now for your trending headlines. Meet Pearl, the world's shortest dog. She's a 2-year-old Chihuahua, shorter than a popsicle
That's
stick.
pretty short.
And only about as long as a dollar bill. The pocket-sized pup, hi buddy, is the new official holder of the Guinness World Record for shortest dog alive. She was born in Orlando and is actually related to the previous record holder, Miracle Millie, who had the same owner. Pearl's owner says she is a bit of a diva. I don't doubt it. She enjoys eating high-quality foods like chicken and salmon and loves, well, dressing up nice. Or at least the owner likes to dress it up
Yeah, it might be
nice.
the owner.
A dwarf Yorkshire Terrier holds the record for tiniest pup ever at 2.8 inches tall.
I just love the comparison against the dollar bill
Yes.
and the remote. It really paints a picture of how short that dog is.
It certainly does.
Well, let's stay with our dog theme here because this is a great story. A 1-year-old Australian Shepherd trekked across 150 miles of frozen Bering Sea ice before he returned to his home in Alaska. Owner Mandy Iworigan says her dog Nanook wandered off from an Alaskan island in the Bering Strait. He showed up 1 month later in the Bering Sea coastal community of Wales. And when people began posting pictures of him, Mandy realized it was her dog Nanook. Only suffered a swollen leg with bite marks, but was listed in good health. Wow, what a trek.
What a survival story.
Yeah, and you have to wonder what kind of things the dog saw along the way.
Had a bit of a run-in.
Yeah, you don't know with what.
But, you know, Nanook had to eat, so maybe that was dinner, and it fought back.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
folks.
we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a warning from a mother who says she was the victim of a scary scam. Jennifer DeStefano says when she recently received a call from an unknown number, she almost didn't answer. But her 15-year-old daughter, Brianna, was on a skiing trip and she worried it could be an emergency. So she picked up.
It's my daughter's voice crying and sobbing, saying, "Mom." And I'm like, okay, what happened? She's like, "Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me."
Within minutes, they confirmed her daughter was safe. She says it was all a scheme using artificial intelligence to replicate her daughter's voice.
I've tried to comb through my head where could they have gotten this, and I cannot figure it out, which is also kind of scary because then you're wondering how much are they paying attention to you.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what you need to know to protect yourself. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Skyrizi is the first and only IL-23 inhibitor for Crohn's that can deliver both clinical remission and endoscopic improvement. The majority of people on Skyrizi achieve long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. Video of what appears to be a game between students and staff at a local middle school is not sitting well with parents. Video recorded at Desert Hills Middle School shows teachers and students licking whipped cream off of two sides of a plastic partition during an assembly. A letter was sent to students' families from the district. In part, it says the video content does not reflect the high standards that staff are held to, and the video itself is deeply concerning. Tri-Cities SWAT responded to a Pasco neighborhood near Opal and 9th Avenue just off of Court Street Wednesday afternoon. The U.S. Marshals were serving warrants when a man who was wanted for failing to appear in court for a felony assault charge refused to leave his home. The standoff ended peacefully and no one was hurt. The wanted man was arrested. The Red Cross needs volunteers to participate in its Sound the Alarm event later this month. The event aims to install 250 free smoke alarms for families in the Yakima region. Sound the Alarm takes place Saturday, April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Volunteers will receive training at Barge Lincoln Elementary School before conducting 20-minute home visits to install smoke alarms. Last night, just ahead of a key deadline, state lawmakers advanced a bill cracking down on illegal street racing. Senate Bill 5606 says if you're arrested for illegal racing, your car could be impounded for 3 days. If you're convicted of a second offense, the courts could take your car away. Again, House lawmakers voted to pass that bill, which now advances to Governor Inslee's desk. State lawmakers have already passed many proposals that are now on the governor's desk. Later this morning, Governor Inslee is set to sign a number of them. Many are designed to fine-tune current state law, but a proposal that would change the rules on buying a gun in Washington state is not on the list of bills to be signed Thursday. The Washington State Department of Agriculture is treating properties in Grandview, Sunnyside, and Mabton for Japanese beetles over the next 2 weeks. These invasive pests wreak havoc on crops and lawns and gardens. While the adult Japanese beetles don't show up until mid-June, authorities are hoping that using pesticides to kill off the larvae before they transform will help reduce the population. The city of Yakima has made substantial changes to the animal control section of its municipal code. Licensing fees have nearly doubled. Instead of spending $15 per year for a dog that's been spayed and neutered, it's now $25 a year. And if your dog hasn't been spayed or neutered, instead of paying $30 a year, you'll now be paying $75.
A gorgeous Tuesday is ahead. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Look at this shot from our Columbia Point Skycam. Just a beautiful day, and we're going to be looking at nice conditions as well, though a little chilly. Skywatch radar, we are free and clear, though we do have a shot of seeing a little bit of shower activity late afternoon, early evening, just like we saw last night in many of our areas. Current temperatures right hovering around the freezing point, maybe a little above it for the Blue Mountain region, northeastern Oregon. Yakima back down to 29 after being above the freezing level just a few minutes ago. So chilly conditions out there, so bundle up a bit as you head out the door. Now our highs, we're going to be in those mid to upper 50s. I'll get to that in a bit. More or less light winds. We do have a little bit of breezy conditions along the Blue Mountain region. Winds are going to be around 10 miles per hour today, so a little bit of breeze, and we're going to be slowing down wind-wise into our weekend as we're looking to warm up slightly into our weekend. So our highs today, a couple of degrees warmer than yesterday, mid to upper 50s for the Yakima Valley, 52 for Ellensburg. Over in the lovely mid-Columbia, mid to upper 50s, again, a couple of degrees warmer, and we're quite a bit warmer for Pendleton, back to those mid-50s. Walla Walla, just a little bit warmer than yesterday. So folks, for your Thursday, get ready for plenty of sunshine, some haze and some clouds in there, and that chance of a quick spritz as we get to our late afternoon. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and a little warmer again, and then we'll be right into our average, mid to lower 60s to upper 50s for your weekend. But enjoy this beautiful Thursday that is on tap. Jill.
Thanks for joining us. GMA is next. Cap KVU Local News is back tonight at 5.